everybody. I hope you guys caught our previous video where we recovered that side-by-side right there from being rolled over out in the dunes. And as promised, you get to watch the hubby ride Bitch back to his four-wheeler. Yep, this is kind of weird. It's kind of funny. Look, I mean, come on. This is going to be entertaining, is it not? So yes, Jamie is riding on the back of my four-wheeler because, like I said, I wasn't going to let him drive. He doesn't know my four-wheeler like I do, just like I wouldn't want to drive his four-wheeler because I don't know it like he does. So, yeah, oops. I think we just realized that Jamie was actually sitting on my sunglasses, so we, real quick switched it up, and oh look, he's got built-in handles. He's loving that. And I'm just like, really? Oh, double-handed. Okay, well, I thought we were going to keep this PG, but my husband had other ideas. Anyways, sit back, enjoy the ride, and watch us tear it up at Dumont, well, after we get the hubby back to his four-wheeler. So far so good. I haven't dropped the hubby off anywhere, haven't rolled over or anything like that. Yeah, it was more entertaining at the beginning, but right here Jamie is just pointing me in the direction of the correct bush that we are trying to find to get back to his four-wheeler. Upside to us being the only people out there is no other track. So once I found our tracks, I could easily follow it back to his four-wheeler. mission accomplished. Hubby is back on his four-wheeler, and I have my four-wheeler all back to myself. Boy, that was an experience. First time we've ever done that. But we did it. We made it back, found his four-wheeler. So now we're going to go find somewhere to play. And of course, we're going to hit up Comp Hill because, you know, that's my favorite spot. But like I said in my previous videos, the dunes have changed a lot in the several months since we had been here last. Lots of Razorbacks this time. And, you know, anybody that knows the dunes, or I've said before in my videos, they change. So we're just, you know, trying to figure out where things are now and how to get back to things and remember where things are at the dunes. But again, we're going to hit up Comp because that's my favorite spot to play. But I did notice on our several trips back and forth that it looks like there's what I want to call shelves at the top. There's three very distinct levels at the very top of it that you can see in the shadows and stuff. So I don't think we're going to be going very high this time. It looks pretty whooped out, and I don't know if that's just because, you know, the end of the riding season and all the wind has just created bigger whoops. But we know my four-wheeler doesn't like these whoops, and especially when you're trying to do steep hills and stuff like that. So doesn't look like I'm going to hit my normal spot on Comp, but we're going to go check it out, see if we can find some areas to ride, and just have some fun before it gets too hot or the sun comes up too much and we can't see the definition of the dunes. So that's what we're going to do right now. Just go have some fun. Nervous Nelly, and I'm checking out the dunes, you know, trying to figure out where I want to go, and the hubby's just like, nope, I'm gonna go. I'm zooming in here, so hopefully you can tell what I'm talking about. You can see the deviations, but they go a lot higher than they normally do, which kind of freaks me out. So I'm just kind of warning him, be careful. Careful coming down that side because it's booked. Right in between those two dark spots over to the right is where we usually ride. That's where I usually get the steepest part. But like I said, and you can see in the video, it's too whooped out. So we're going to play on the other side a little bit. The GoPro doesn't really do that justice on just how sharp of an angle that was when you're coming down. I pretty much rub when I come down right there. It's just so steep. You can kind of see it back there with Jamie. It's more of a sharp angle than that GoPro actually shows. think it's crazy how much of a lead he had on me starting that, and I still caught up to him that quickly. Sorry about the interruption there, guys. I had an alarm going off on my phone, and you're probably like, why do you have an alarm going off on your phone in the middle of the day? But it was a reminder for me to eat my fueling. And you're like, you're what? I usually don't share a lot of personal information, especially stuff that concerns my weight, because obviously I'm a big girl. But I have really, really bad arthritis in my knees. And I decided, it's time to get some of this weight off. So I found this program called Activia before we left Minnesota. And at this point, I had been on it almost 2 weeks. I didn't get my first weigh-in because, of course, we were traveling cross country. So I weighed in when we got to our campground in Southern California after this trip, and I lost 18 and a half pounds my first 2 weeks. So I was really excited, really motivated, and really hoping that you guys are going to see a lot less of me as our videos progress. So again, it's called Activia, and if you're interested, hit me up because I can help you out. And like I said, let's see where this journey takes us, and hopefully you're going to see less and less of me. That we were going to head to the other side of comp, the front side, the front side to the parking area, is the other side of comp, back closer to where we can see the camper, because the angle of the sun's a little bit higher. It's getting a little bit more difficult to see distinction in the dunes, and really watching out for those razorbacks. As you can see right over here to the left, that's a pretty good example of one. You can see that sharp line, and you can see where the sand has slipped and like rolled down it. So we're watching for those, And we've played in this area before, so Jamie's pretty confident that he can find us a pretty good line. But again, we're watching for these razorbacks. You can see that the sun's getting pretty high. Again, different time of year than when we're normally here. So sun's getting high early. And again, that makes it really, really hard to see that definition in the dunes, especially when you're riding. So right now we're just kind of exploring and trying to figure out where we're going to ride, what line we can find. So just bear with us and see if we can figure this out. Didn't do too bad. He found us a pretty good line. Let's see if we can keep it up. We almost had a head-on collision there. I remembered from the last time we were there that we always started off on that one, went into the next one, so forth, so on and so forth. So I decided I was going to hit it up, but he decided he was going to hit it up from the other direction. Anyways, let's see if we can pick up another line. Jamie went to pop that next dune and realized it was a lot steeper drop off than he anticipated, so he woed up. I veered off to avoid hitting him, and I just assumed he was going to fall in line behind me, and we'd pick up another line. So when I look back here in a second and I realize he's not behind me, I'm like, oh, okay, well, I guess I need to stop and wait for him. Of course, I cut the part out where I sat there for quite a few minutes waiting for Jamie to show back up. He was trying to figure out where I was. I was sitting in one spot. He was trying to read the dunes and was having a really hard time. That's why I said, yeah, the sun is almost straight up and down. As you can tell, it's kind of whitewashing everything, so it is getting harder to read them. So I decided I'm going to take the lead, and I'm going to see if I can find us a line. did find us a pretty good line that looped us around. But unfortunately, I followed the wrong set of tracks that time and actually turned myself back around. So I'm gonna see if I can connect it and make one big loop and one continuous long line.
Now we got tracks. If we want to build off of this piece.
turn myself around again. But let's see if we can figure out a way to get back to where we need to be. we could continuously ride it. The hubby decided, he wanted to head back to the camper. I did need to go get my fueling, but he said he was just having a hard time seeing the dunes, seeing the definition because of the angle of the sun and stuff. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to start heading back that way. As you can tell, we're coming back up on the camper here, so this is going to be the end of this video. Join us in our next one where we come back out later the same day and do some more exploring, see if we can find some different lines. As always, thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.